Hello, my lovelies, and welcome to Diamond Paintings with me, your host, Mike. Today we are going to be doing a little bit more of this painting. It was a great whip and chat yesterday, obviously answering some more of your questions. I'd like to do a bit more with that, perhaps in the near future. But we have woken up today to yet again more bloody rain, and I don't know about you guys, but I am getting sick of the sight of rain every day now. I personally think November has got to be our busiest, our wettest month. Yeah, I've never known a month to have so much rain. But it's just getting very... Because the weather can make you slightly depressed. It can, you know, it can really make you miserable. So, yeah, so I... got up at 8 o'clock today and just couldn't be bothered to get up, and I had another day, went back to bed and then got up at 11 and I was like, oh my god, I'm not going to make it in time for the depot. Cause, I had a parcel delivered at 5 o'clock yesterday, and it's nothing that I've ordered. I did request a data access request because every year I request data access requests, and I've got a feeling it's that, but the company didn't send me any tracking, so I'm not entirely sure what it is. But when he dropped it on the floor, it felt like a mailing bag. And then when I went, opened the door, and the idiot ran down the stairs and didn't deliver it, took it back to the depot. They're very impatient, like they don't give you 5 minutes to even wait. Because for me to get to the front door is probably about 7 steps, because my front room is quite a long way away from the front of the door. So, yeah, they could have waited a little bit more. Normally, they leave it outside there for me, but because it's tracked, they won't do it. And then yesterday, I got news that Fancels has definitely been delivered. So, but I'm a little bit nervous because on the picture, it says that it's been delivered through the letterbox, and I can't see how 3 diamond paintings will fit through the letterbox. So I hope and pray that it's there, but I've got a feeling it isn't, and she's just took the photo for nothing. I think I'm a little bit nervous that it's not there. I just struggle to see how you can fit 3 paintings through the letterbox, but we'll have to wait and see. But fingers crossed it is there. So if that is right, then what we're going to do is we'll do the unboxing for that for next Friday, which is also payday from work and that. So I'll be on a spending spree. So, do you know what? Yeah, when I started my job that I currently do, I've been there since 2017, and I've done my job. It was like my first proper job, because I've done like agency crap, and agency work is rubbish because you never know where you are from day to day, because you could be in like a factory one day, you could be dealing with bins the next day, you know. But yeah, I spent the whole lot of the wages and I couldn't believe it. So yeah, but I got an email today, and I have got good news. I'll have to cover up this up because of GDPR and all that, but I have good news. So I said that I had to take my employer to court. Well, technically the employment tribunals, it's the same sort of thing. And because they wouldn't pay the money that they owed me, well, they paid me the money owed me. And as I said in a previous video, if I'm paid what I've got, I'll close down the claim. Because basically it's to try and get the company to resolve it before it gets to the date of the hearing. So they paid it, what I owed, even though it's been dragging since February. It's been with the employment tribunal for about 3 months now. And they paid up, I think it was last month, and I said, right, I need to close down the claim now because they've paid it up. And I spoke to ACAS, and they said if they pay it before the hearing, you can withdraw the claim, because obviously I've never dealt with courts before, so I do know some processes. I watch a lot of Judge Rinder, but I've never dealt with the procedure before, if you like, so it's all new to me. And I got an email today saying this. So there's been a judgment. The claim having been withdrawn by the claimant, which is me, is dismissed under Rule 52 of the rules contained in Schedule 1 of the Employment Tribunal's Constitution and Rules of Procedure Regulations 2013. And as you can see here, I've got to try and cover it because this is private. So as you can see, employment tribunals, and then I'm the claimant. So basically, their job as the respondent, or yeah, the respondent within ACAS is a mediator, so they talk to like the parties in between. We don't talk direct. But yeah, they resolved it. They paid the money owed, and yeah, so I thought I'll shut that down then. So at least I don't have to go to that hearing now. So. Because that's the ultimate goal, you know, you want to get the goal sorted before it gets to the hearing, and yeah. But why, it will always live with me, why they couldn't have just paid it on my next payroll date. Why did it have to go this far for them to realise that that money was owed to me? Do you see what I mean? But yeah, that's another case resolved. So very happy with that. So yeah. But now I know, like, the process, it's quite easy. Because also, if you say, like, you're on low income, you can get help with the court fees. So that's another plus. But yeah, I think, you know, the whole process has been stressful. It's been back and forth with emails all the time. But, you know, the ultimate goal has been resolved. So I'm very pleased with that. So I got that. And that's good. I'm planning to go to Whittam tonight, so there may not be a video tomorrow, okay? I'm going to try and squeeze one in just so that you've got one for Sunday, but just be mindful that I'm in Whittam tomorrow. And normally on a weekend, I stay over there for the weekend and then come back. So, yeah, there may not be a video tomorrow, but I just wanted to try and get one up today. I'm going to go later in the day, because it just gives me a bit of time to get on with some stuff here, like doing my paintings and that. But this is nice. We're up to like the end of the block here, which is good. I've just remembered I forgot the time. Oh no. So let's say we did 5 minutes, so 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, yeah. So we'll end at 1 o'clock. So what's happening here is we're getting some of this firework colour in, but we'll still continue it as best we can. There is this percentage there, but we're using that colour. We'll have to do filling. What I'll do as well is I'll check that storage box thing that Diamond Paintings with TM got me onto, and see if the drills are in there. So, yeah. I love all the fancy words as well. You know, when they go the claimant and the respondent. I like that. It's really groovy. Because when you bring a claim to the court, you feel like you're in power. It's like that Little Mix song, isn't it? You got the power. What is it? You got the power, or something like that. They sang a song called Power. It's power of love. Da, da, da. You know, Back to the Future, where it goes, it's the power of love. But Agora Models have brought out a new car that looks exactly like, it's a miniature car collection that looks basically the same as Panini when they did the supercar collection. So yeah, that's interesting. I could have done a multiplex there. But today we have a nice hot cup of tea with that, and I got the milk. I always forget the milk. I can't stand tea. Some people have tea with no milk, and I'm like, how can you do that? It tastes horrid. even the tea bag leaving in there for 5 minutes is as strong as hell. It gives me a headache. I got these strange pills the other day. They're ibuprofen, but they're pink. I've never seen pink ibuprofen before, which is really interesting. And I thought, that's weird, because they're normally white. So, very interesting. Apparently they're by a mate called Flamingo or something, but... I've got a meeting on Tuesday with the council, because, as I said in a previous video, they seem to think I owe £300, and I've asked for an adjudicator, which is like a judge that goes through... you normally get them on game shows. They basically make sure that all the rules have been adhered to and everything's like they're not cheating and stuff like that. But I want to get to the bottom of why they seem to think I owe £300 when I don't. So, yeah, that should be fun. And I thought, well, I'll do it face to face because obviously it's only around the corner from where I live at Cosway House. So, in Braintree, which is the council offices. So we'll have to see what they say. They've been saying that pensioners are getting the £300 extra payment. Apparently, everyone on low income is supposed to get 900 or something if you're on like certain benefits or PIP or DLA and stuff like that. But they're not giving you it until April next year. So that's interesting, and it's nice that they're going to help you out, you know, but so they should as well. I mean, they're responsible for this mess, so they need to fix it. But remember that we're approaching the end of the month, so you should be getting your next energy payment, the 66 that every household gets. So you should be getting that shortly. But the way they're doing it is, if you pay by direct debit, you pay it, but then 10 days later they reverse it and you get it back in your account. It's almost like the company needs to see you've paid it. When really, why don't you just like issue it as a, like, not take it for that month, if you get me. Got a funny way of doing it, like with the energy rebate, with the tax rebate for council tax, they paid you it in your bank. So yeah, I don't get that. But they have actually announced a further, I got a letter the other day, something to do with, they've announced a further £20 or something, so that's interesting. And then they said, they had the cheek to say, please try to not email us because we're extremely busy processing this payment. Well, no, I can't do that, you know. If I need to contact you about my account, I will do. You know, if you haven't got enough staff, then employ more staff. Simple. That just says that you can't handle the volume of people contacting. It's basically what they mean by that. So yeah, it's going to be quite busy. I've got a few parcels I need to open in Whittam. So yeah, be pretty good. It's the power of love. But yeah, I thought, well, I normally get up and go during the day, but I got up really late and I thought, well, I best get diamond painting done, otherwise you're not going to get a video tonight. Last night I did cancel it because we overrun on the stream and I felt like I need a break between the two shows, but the other problem was we were losing daylight as well. So yeah, it was fun. It was a good stream, that one. Got most of the questions answered. Got yeah, most of the questions answered. I've just said that twice. But this is nice. We're sort of like feeding up the, we're just branching it around the contour here, and then we've got to the, I think what I'd like to do is, after we've got to them fireworks, is we've got that D colour, haven't we? So once we finish here, I'll just make a diversion. We'll fill in some of this K, and then we'll do some of this D as well. So, and that K colour is gorgeous. It's a lovely purple. So yeah, that would be great. But yeah, Donald Trump is running for the next election, isn't he, in America? I don't like him personally. He's very, like, nasty to news reporters. So if there's a news report, there's interviews where, like, a news reporter will ask him an email, like, ask him a question, and he goes, "You are a very nasty news reporter." And yeah, I don't like him, can't stand the guy. So hopefully Biden will still run it. I think Biden's good, but he's not, how to put this, he's not really, he hasn't got the strongness of Donald Trump. Like, Donald Trump wants to get the country, like, he was really good at Prime Minister, but Biden don't seem to know what he's doing, in my opinion. And he was laughing in a shop. There was I think he went for an ice cream, he bought an ice cream or something, and he was laughing at the government over here because of all the Liz Truss thing. So, I mean, he's a great guy. He visited our country to visit the Queen in state when she was lying in state for the funeral and that. But yeah. Now, I've got to tell you, we're doing another show. Our next show is in February. So during February, it's a long way off yet, I won't be able to diamond paint for the whole of the week. I'm going to take that week off from diamond painting because we're doing a show called All Shook Up, and we only do shows in half-term breaks. So, yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that this on February, but I'll sort that out near the time. So, yeah. As I said, I'm not too panicked about the drills at the moment that I'm missing, because we will tackle that later down the line. But yeah, we have definitely met the first goal. So I predict about another, I reckon, half a row, because remember that at the end of November this painting will take a break and it will come back in January. Second time. Oh, thank you for that new subscriber. What's your name? Cindy Lee or something? I think you're the lady I don't know if I'm wrong, but I think you're the lady that Crafting with Kay said that you do your own customs. If that is the case, and I've got the right person, then I would love if you could put your website in the link, or just comment your website, because I did have a custom with Amazon and the guy's been messing me about. So I would love to see if I can do a custom with you instead. Kay has told me that you're really good and you do your own customs and stuff that are licensed or something. So yeah, I would love to do that if you're up for that. I'm just deeply disappointed, you know, I really wanted that for Christmas, but yeah, like everything else. Oh, I've got to show you something. I forgot. We've got an exciting announcement. I have news. So, you know, I said I'm going to be an uncle. Well, my nephew was born on the 15th of November. And his name, I'm absolutely shocked at this, but it's a name that I didn't predict he would be called. But his name, he did have, I was right about, you know, his granddad and Jack being in it. His name is Teddy Jack George Anderson, and there is my brother with his new son, and that's Teddy there. So I thought I'd put it in this lovely frame. But yeah, he looks, as you can see, he looks very over the moon, because I think he wanted a boy. He did say that he didn't mind, but yeah, lovely family. And once again, what happens? So I'm over in Braintree, because I don't visit until the weekends, and I phoned them up and I said, have you seen him? Oh yeah, he's lovely, he's gorgeous. And yeah, I got so upset, because, like, you know, it's always hush hush, everything's a poxy secret with my family. And oh, your brother was going to tell you but you went home. No, I've been home all week, so don't give me that rubbish. So yeah, I don't know, I just have to, what I'm going to do is I may put the weekly ticket back on, because I've just found out as well that they've gone Butlins again. So Hannah and Molly are at home, I'm over here, George is dealing with obviously Teddy and his family, and my mum has gone to Butlins with her ex, which don't make sense, because when you're divorced you don't really hang about with your ex, do you? But yeah, just it hits you in the teeth. I mean, obviously, you know, I have my own life. I deal with my own things. You know, like over here and diamond painting and stuff like that. I'm a very sort of like keep myself to myself person. I don't socialise as much. I don't go out with friends or family. I like to do my own things. I mean, if someone invited me to go out with them, I would, yeah, no problem in that. But it's just like, you could have let me know. You could have phoned me up and said, look, Teddy's over here, you know, do you want to come over and see him? But no, everything's got to be a poxy secret. So, but yeah, I will figure out. I'm actually thinking of getting, you know, one of them Ring doorbells. I'm thinking of screwing that to their front door, and then I can see exactly when they come over, and I can come over, because it's unfair. You know, why is it all they can see them and then I don't get an opportunity? It really kicks me in the teeth. You know, I have to play the role of brother and uncle at the same time, and you know, but no, everything's a hush hush. Well, I will remember that when I go places, and when they're going, where have you gone? Have you gone Christmas shopping? Or I will be hush hush about it. See how they like it. But yeah, so his name is Teddy Jack George Anderson. So yeah. And it's really weird, like, as I said, none of us anticipated that it would be George who would be the first to have a kid. I'm the oldest in the family. Then it goes to my sister, and then it goes to George. So it's completely U-turned. So now it's a race. So will my sister have a kid next, or will I, you know? And it's like, my sister loves kids. I mean, she works at a nursery called Busy Bees in Chelmsford. It's her dream sort of job. She's always been like, she loves babysitting and stuff like that. But yeah, so I have to be strong. I have to bite my tongue on it and don't let myself get upset by it, because I know that I'm a strong person, and you know, I try to ignore it. They want to be secret and all hush hush, then that's fine, because at Christmas you won't get anything. I'm being serious. Like, I'm sick and tired of keep buying him things for it to be shoved down the seat. I've spoke about this a lot, and I just don't know what to get him. I really don't. Everything you buy is slung over, and it's really not good. I mean, I know he has his own life now, but you, as I said, you don't hardly see him anymore. If he does come over, it's, oh, where's Mike? Make sure Mike's out the way first, and then we'll meet up. And it's like, that's not fair. That really is not fair. I know we don't get on, you know, it's a long story, but we don't get on. We haven't spoke ever since we were kids. And yeah, we don't really talk, because he always used to take the mick out of me. And I know it's like a brother sort of thing, brothers fight all the time, but yeah, I'm not going to go into the details, but basically he doesn't understand some of the things I deal with, and he thinks it's just funny, and it really isn't. So yeah. But at least we know, you know, he's born in that. And I have got some more pictures, but I need to put them in a frame, because as you can see, this one's took up most of the frame. So I'll get some more frames and then I'll show you a closer up picture. But yeah, it's a weird feeling as well, you know, when you've had, because I'm 30 now, so I'm not used to being like an uncle. I've never had to play that role before, and I'd like to, you know, take him out for the day and buy him stuff, but I don't think that's going to happen because everything's hush-hush all the time. It's like Vicky, his wife. Oh, well, I don't know if they're married because everything's a bloody secret. But she is very... She comes across controlling because what she does is... Say like she's took... say like Georgia's bringing Tommy over for the day. Which is her first... Because she's been in a relationship before, so she's got Tommy, which is her first kid. We don't know what happened to the dad, but he's not on the scene. We believe that he ran off with a different woman and basically cheated on her. He wasn't interested in the kid. That's my understanding. He didn't want the kid or something. So that would be his stepson. But it's like every time she visits over here, like if George comes over here with Tommy, she's on the phone within about half an hour going, oh, are you on your way back? And it's like, he's only just got here. And even my mum said she's seen a different side to her, you know. But I think it's just, you know, like, it's their kid, it's her kid, so she's playing the mother role. But, you know, it's okay for him to come over and visit, you know. It's like a curfew. I mean, it's like, he can't go anywhere without a phone and going, where are you, you know. So she needs to come out of that shell that she's in because he's got his own son now, so he can do what he likes. He's got parental rights, so, you know. I mean, I don't understand all the in-law business, but, you know, where I'm now technically in-law, I'm very sorry about this, but I don't understand the relationship side of it. But if he's had a kid with his girlfriend, what does Vicky make that to me? It's got to be some sort of in-law, isn't it? Son-in-law? No, it's not son-in-law. Oh, no. Mother-in-law, maybe? No. See, I don't know. I don't really know what that would make me to her. It's like Tommy. Do you class him as a step-nephew or what? Because technically that's his stepson, so that would make me his step-uncle, maybe. I don't know, their family's so bloody big. I'm being serious, they breed like rabbits, they have kids all over the place, and it's like, they must have a very big house. I've never known a family to have so many kids. It's like her sister's had a kid, and now Vicky's had another kid. It's like, how the hell do you feed all these kids? Do you see what I mean? So, I still can't come to terms that is his son. I just can't. It doesn't feel real, if you get me. It's a very strange feeling. For me, it takes me a while to get used to things. I don't like change. So, if like, say for example, they said I'm moving out, it takes me ages to get used to the fact that you've moved out. I mean, I do miss the days where we used to go to Chelmsford together and, you know, buy a new game. He decorated all my house for me, and all them days have gone because he's got his own life now, and it's, you know, it's like my sister. She keeps banging on about she wants to take him out places and stuff like that. But how can we do that when he's all like protective and that? So I'm going to finish this line and then we'll call that a day, but yeah, so I don't know. But I mean, I'm half my mum's age. I think she's 55. I'm terrible for remembering things, but she is now a nan. I mean, I never thought to this day that she would ever become a nan. Never in a million years. So yeah, 2022 has been quite big for, you know, new things and that. But as I said, November's been pretty busy. I've had my birthday. I've had, you know, the arrival of my nephew. It's been pretty big. I've had things that I've had to sort out. And yeah, it's really, really interesting. Okay guys, so I'm going to leave it there, so please remember to like, share, subscribe. That was a lovely, lovely session, and yeah, maybe I should get a custom. Do you reckon I should do a custom of that? Of George and Teddy? Do you think that would make a good custom? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I'm thinking about it. I showed my friend it and she was like, yeah, you should get one. But I don't know. But yeah, Teddy Jack George Anderson. That is a name. And when you see him, I've got a photo of when he's at the hospital like that. I'll have to get one. I want to wait until I've got a frame for it. But when you see him, he's proper chunky. So that, I think that's why they've called him Teddy. But yeah, wow. Ted. I don't know what I would call him. I would probably go, hi Ted, you alright? Teddy. I don't know, but yeah. I mean, there's photos with like Tommy holding him as well. I mean, I'm not really, you know, how to put this, but well, let's save that for another day. But I'm not one for holding, you know, kids and all that. It's not my thing. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, maybe I'll come out of that shell, but when they're older, I'm fine. I just don't like all the, like, holding the kids and all that. What I'm trying to say is you wouldn't catch me holding a kid like that. I'm not a baby sort of person, so yeah. Anyway, so please remember to like, share, subscribe, tap the bell if you want to be notified for all the videos I do. I will get a photo of Teddy, so you guys can see him a bit more. And as you can see, we've done this is quite a lovely one because we've brought that contour round, and what we can do next session is we'll fill this up along there, and then we can do this D part here. So that will be really good. And then at least that's done, and then we can brush it down here, or hopefully by that time when we get down to this second row we might find the jewels for that firework and this part here maybe, I don't know. But please remember to like, share, subscribe. Remember that it might not be a video tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure yet, but please remember to like, share, subscribe, tap the bell if you want to be notified for all the videos I do, and I'll see you next time guys. Thank you so much for watching, and until then, that's been Diamond Paintings with me, your host Mike. Bye guys.